Hello guys, supporting Score 7 here, and I'm never saying that again. But anyway, I'm here to talk about an idea I had in my head. Now, obviously the Apex Legends just don't die, they come back. You know, there's been a lot of theories talking about this and why it is, but they're just kind of all theories, and I don't know if any of them have been confirmed. I'm pretty sure they haven't been confirmed, but I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But anyway, let's get into the idea of this video that I've had. In my head I had the question, what if all the legends faced off in the arena, but, to the death, for real? Who would come out actually on top? For the sake of the video and my mental health, it'll be solos. Because this video is quite rushed and I don't feel, teams would... I don't want to go through my head, teams now. Maybe like another time, but I won't be doing teams for now. Comment down below if you want to see teams. But for now it's just going to be solos. Thankfully, that has already wiped out one contestant for me, because I feel like one contestant's useless by themselves. But before that, let me explain the rules. There are going to be 4 rings. Now the 4 rings will just be called rounds. So 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4th round. I didn't say that right, fuck's sake. Anyway, if a legend dies in round 1, that means they just weren't good as a solo and died. They die in round 2, this means they're okay as a solo, but just not as viable as any of the other legends as a solo. If they die in round 3, it means basically the same as round 2, just they were a bit more viable to live longer. And if you survive till round 4, then you're one of the best as a solo, to be honest. Round 4 is just the best of the best. But let's get into this, shall we? Oh, and also I will only be having like, I won't like switch between legends. If I say a legend name, I won't instantly have a clip of them playing on my screen, because, like, once again, this video's rushed, because I'm busy now in real life time, so yeah. Let's go through it though. Round 1, Bloodhound survives. Gibraltar survives, or however you say his name, because a lot of people say it differently apparently. Lifeline's gone, she's eliminated, dead. Pathfinder's dead. Wraith survives. Bangalore survives. Caustic survives. Mirage, he dies. Yeah, sorry lads. He's just not as good, is he? Be honest with yourselves. Anyway, sorry, moving on. Octane dies. Watson survives. Crypto survives. Revenant survives. Lobo survives. Rampart dies. Horizon survives. Fuse survives. Now, so far in the first round, we've eliminated, I think 5 legends? You know what, I changed my mind. Lobo dies. 6 legends. I'm going to explain one by one the reason for each legend dying, or surviving. So let's start by going with the first one, Bloodhound. I mean, his tracking ability for me is amazing. I feel that alone allows him to survive round 1 due to the fact he can use it to avoid enemies, especially if it's Beast of the Hunt ready, which gives him a 20 to 30% increase in speed, allowing him to run away or track down and hunt down enemies, rush them. So I feel round 1 is just his kind of thing. Also, he can use the survey beacons to discover the next round, quite useful for him to get good positioning. Overall, I think just round 1 is just, yeah, he's got this. Gibraltar, I feel the main reason for his survival in round 1 for me is down to his passive and tactical. I feel the Dome Shield is good, but what really does it for me is his passive. Just those few extra hit points in the start of the game, I feel, people might take it for granted, but I feel the extra hit points for Gibraltar are amazing to have. I feel like extra items is never a bad thing. Now granted, I think it does slow him down a little bit, but I just feel that hit points are worth it. Next, Lifeline, probably one that people might not be too happy with me for, but I feel like she gets eliminated due to the fact that she's more of a team player. Sure, her, tacticals for her to heal herself with, but I feel like in the time she's healing herself with that, she'll get rushed by, like, say, an Octane. But yeah, I feel like her ultimate will just draw more attention to her. And her passive is just, well, I mean, it's not really usable, is it? So yeah, for those reasons, sorry, I believe Lifeline would die. Pathfinder, his grapple's a good thing. It was a hard time coming to the decision of Pathfinder. You can use survey beacons, I guess, but in the end I feel like he'll just get hunted and down and die. I said that weirdly, sorry, my bad. His grapple's a good thing, it's just not as long as it used to be, if you know what I mean. And I feel like it doesn't stretch far enough anymore. His ultimate also doesn't go up high enough, I feel, to get the high ground advantage. Far enough, I don't even know about that anymore. You know, I just feel like he's been nerfed, and due to people coming in like Horizon and Octane's jump pad being this good as it is at the moment, I feel he's just not as viable as, he's just not as viable as an option anymore. You know, he's basically fallen from grace. But yeah, it's the best way I can survive. Best way I can tell you about Pathfinder is that he dies. Wraith survives. I mean, it's Wraith. Her passive her ultimate lets her down, but her passive combined with her tactical, I feel, give her an amazing edge over everyone else. You know, just the ability to be told if you're getting aimed at, and then be able to phase shift away and make a game plan for what you're about to do, I feel would really help a solo Wraith player. That is if she was facing other solos, obviously. I feel like she'd be amazing for solos. So yeah, for those reasons, Wraith survives for me. Who else is there? Bangalore. Her tactical is good. I feel her tactical's amazing. Her tactical's just fucking, it works more times than it doesn't work. I'll say that, in my opinion. So yeah, for me, she's amazing. Her passive, you know, to be shot at and be able to get a speed increase while going through your smoke, I feel is a bit annoying, but you know, just give her that viability to run away, I guess. Her ultimate would just attract too much attention to her once again, I feel, and it's useless, obviously, if you're like below ground, like you're in a cave system, obviously, and you throw it in and it fucking, it lands a little above you. Yeah, it's very situational, that one, same with Gibraltar's, but we'll get into it later on, I guess, when we're into the smaller rings. Bangalore's right. Caustic survives. He only survives for one word, and the one word is camping. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just, I'm really sorry, I don't know how to explain it, it's just camping. Mirage, no, Mirage was a tough decision for me, because I love his ultimate. His ultimate, I feel, gives him, you know, more viability, I feel, to just not be caught. Actually, I think I missed him out in the thing. I think it's 7 Legends, I don't know. But yeah, I feel Mirage is, his ultimate helps him. His tactical can easily be seen through, you know, we're at Season 8 now, people should easily be seeing those holograms and thinking to themselves, oh fuck, that's a hologram. Plus it's Ring 4, so round 4, you know, we're not really that far in. So, you know, they shouldn't be getting tricked by his tactical. Obviously his passive is only a team thing, so yeah. His ultimate's the only really thing he's got, and what I admit is, it's good. I don't feel like it's good enough if you've got like a Bloodhound. So, well, that doesn't make sense, sorry. Sorry, forget I said that, I don't know why I said that. But I feel, if it was trying to run away, if you've got like a Crypt or a Bloodhound player, and his Mirage like all his holograms are disappearing, then a Bloodhound could easily track him down, same with a Crypto, you know. So yeah, like that, that's how that happens. I feel, next one's Octane. Now I know what you're gonna say, you know, it's Octane, fast as anything. You know, how in God's name does Octane not survive? You know, he's fast as fuck, got a jump pad, heals for his passive, he's got really useful abilities for being solo anyway, you can use all of them. How in the cranberry fuck does he not survive? Because Octamians would spam themselves into oblivion. Nick Legend Watson. Watson survives due to the same reason as Caustic, camping. Not as good as Caustic I feel, but certainly still has the viability as a camper. Crypto survives, you know, he can use his drone to kind of just duck in and out to get loot and survive and all that. Same as Bloodhound really, just the fact he can see if certain teams are in an area, if he just looks at the scoreboards and that, if you know what I mean, where the champions are, he sees one squad in the area, one enemy in the area. That really works out well for him. Revenant survives, you know. Now if you're asking me why or how Revenant survives as a solo, what about Revenant doesn't scream he's going to assault you in the middle of the fucking streets? He's made for solos, I feel. You know, the ability to take away other abilities, the extra fucking life to rush other players, the passive which helps him climb walls, he's a wall climber. Everything about him. Now, Loba, obviously a solo player, not really much viability as a team player. I'll keep it short. They're greedy as fuck, Loba players, and I feel that they try to place in the black market and get loot. What if you just reveal them to other players and then they'd get rushed and then killed? My reason for Loba. Rampart, I know if you like her buff and all, you might like her. But no, I don't think she'd survive. Not as good as Caustic or Watson. Probably wouldn't even get her ult before she dies, so no. Horizon, yeah, I'd say she survives. She could get the high ground. She goes up really fucking high now. I feel like Horizon would easily survive. And then Fuse, do I even need to explain Fuse to you guys? I mean, his passive, he stats grenades to blow you. His tactical, he fires a cluster bomb to blow you. His ultimate, he literally has a mortar to fucking blow you. He survives. Now, Ring 2. Bloodhound survives, Gibby survives, Wraith survives, Banglo survives, Watson dies, Crypto survives, Revenant survives, Horizon survives, and Fuse survives. Everyone here survives for the same reason as last time. The only reason Watson dies is I feel her fences are easier to deal with than Caustic's canisters. So I feel she can be rushed much easier than she would be by like a Bloodhound or a Crypto, say, so I feel she dies. Right, Ring 3. Now, here the Legends will find it a bit harder to avoid fighting, so all those kinda perks that Bloodhound and Crypto had last time to help them avoid fighting kinda are gone now at this point. So that should explain itself right now. Bloodhound survives, Gibraltar dies, I'm going to explain that one. Wraith survives, Caustic survives, Crypto dies, Revenant survives, Horizon dies, Fuse lives. Don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. Now, I feel the only reason Crypto dies here is because his ultimate is good for pushing, I feel, but it's better with a team to push with him. Because while I admit it's good for getting rid of shield, what if he comes against a Gibraltar or a Caustic who can easily just camp with their abilities and fight off the Crypto, so yeah. Gibby dies finally, his passive was good for the start, but at this point everyone's prob's got amazing guns, like a Mastiff, which is broken at the moment. So those extra few points are not going to be good enough, I feel, in his ultimate. While good, other legends are either camping in buildings or just fast enough to run away from it. His tactical is still good, but no. And finally Horizon, her and Crypto are the only legends I see Gibraltar getting with his bombardment, so she dies. Ring 4. Now it's time to see who will finally win this. Who's got the most viability as a solo legend? Bloodhound dies, Wraith dies, Bangahor dies, yes I just said Bangahor, fuck off. Caustic dies. Now I'm going to explain why these guys die, and then it'll be time to see who wins between the two blowy boys. Sorry for my squeaky chair. Now you see, in my opinion, Bloodhound can use his tracker, but that would just reveal his position while revealing enemies. But it's definitely not good to reveal his position to everybody else, because he'll be able to see everybody, but everybody will be able to see him. So it's more than likely he'll get pushed than other legends would. So he dies. Wraith, I'll admit, can phase in and out to avoid people, and there's still a chance, but there's a chance he'll run into like a Caustic and get killed by his canisters, or get pushed by a Revenant. You know, if she tries to run, he could just put his death totem down and rush her. that would definitely spell the end for a Wraith main. So yeah, she dies. Bangalore, well, her smoke is good, but I can imagine all the digi threats at this point that everyone would have that would just be trained on a Bangalore smoke. So yeah, I feel she'd die. Basically the same reason for Caustic, like digi threats and all that, plus all the grenades getting chucked at him like donuts by Fuse. So yeah, it's now between Revenant and Fuse. You know, who's gonna win? I mean, if you were listening before, it's pretty fucking obvious. It's Revenant. I don't mean Revenant whatsoever, but I can tell you he's amazing to be a solo or having a team. The ability to lock all their abilities and have 2 lives to push is fucking amazing. He's the ability to take the high ground a little bit more than other legends, I guess, other than the ones that have already been killed off. Use claiming ability, so yeah, I feel Revenant wins here. No ifs, ands or buts. I just feel like, you know, he's up there with everybody else. He's amazing, I feel, so yeah, Revenant wins this. Hi guys, thanks for watching the video, and can I just say, please like and subscribe, and also all this was just my opinion, so yeah, you don't really need to listen to this.